Hi guys, good afternoon and welcome back once again to the EdWord. I'm your host Eddie, and in today's video I will be discussing what I thought of the latest and very revealing and very good episode of Star Wars: The Bad Batch. Whew, this one was pretty damn intense. Before I begin, of course, please be warned, as usual with most of my review videos, this is a spoiler-filled review, so if you're not caught up on The Bad Batch by this episode or the past couple episodes, you might not want to keep watching or listening, as I will be going into spoilers. That being said, you have been warned. It feels like we are truly transitioning into a post-Republic era, and now we are transitioning into like the full-blown galactic empire. First off, awesome seeing Rex again, and as soon as he mentioned a clone or an old friend who needed help, I thought to myself, this is either going to be Wolf or Gregor. And as soon as I heard the scratchy, somewhat funny voice, I was like, oh, that's got to be Gregor. Yep, and sure enough, he even said his name was Gregor when they released him and saved him. So I was like, oh, cool, Gregor. Of course, it would make sense to see him. Maybe we'll get answers as to how he, Wolf, and Rex all end up on that desolate planet together that we see them later on Rebels. Spoilers! Even though that show came out years ago. But this was great. And then apparently they have a secret stormtrooper training facility in this mountain. And I said the transition is really starting to take shape because there seem to be very few clone troopers left, and Gregor must have been one of the few clone troopers they used as instructors for the stormtroopers. And even the helmets are transitioning from clone trooper helmets to stormtrooper helmets, as we saw when they were making their daring escape. And this episode had me going there for a few minutes. I was wondering if one of the clones would actually accidentally fall to their deaths and die, or get shot while they were trying to escape and jump onto their ship. And something similar did kind of occur where Hunter did get separated from the entire squad. Thankfully, everybody else, including Gregor, managed to escape safely and successfully. But poor Hunter got left behind, which of course left us with a bitter reunion with him and Crosshair. And I guess by the end of the season, we'll see where Crosshair's loyalties truly lie, whether it's with the Empire or with the Bad Batch. Because unfortunately, it doesn't look promising. It looks like, he's full-blown loyal to the Empire by now. And unfortunately, it seems like we have seen the end of the Prime Minister of Kamino as well. Not only was his top scientist, the female there, taken into custody, she seems to have escaped with her life, even though she's now captured, but the Prime Minister seems to have now been seemingly executed by the Death Troopers. And this is just another example of like the full-blown transition from Republic to Empire, because now the Empire is just going to execute anybody with impunity for whatever reason they deem necessary, just like a real military dictatorship. Where the Republic, a democracy, would take someone into custody and put them on trial for their alleged crimes. A military dictatorship, if they don't like you anymore, if they suspect you of any kind of wrongdoing without a trial, just full on execute you. And that was very much implied with the closed doors and the Death Troopers staying behind, and of course the concerned looking Prime Minister. So that was too bad. I didn't really regard him as much of an enemy or a hero, but somewhere kind of caught in the middle. But I don't think he deserved to be just point blank executed. But it was a good example, just a reminder to all of us that this ain't the Republic no more. The Empire's in control, and unfortunately they're here to stay until the original trilogy comes along. But yeah, this was a great episode. It was exciting. It was great seeing Rex and Gregor, seeing a young Gregor again after so long, and him referencing his adventures in the Clone Wars episode. We saw him with R2 and his whole unit there. That was a fun shout out and reference. And yeah, it was also pretty exciting seeing clone troopers go up against stormtroopers. Now, we have seen that before in several episodes of Star Wars Rebels, but it was still pretty exciting to see it in the context when we're still in that transitional period between the Republic and the Empire, when the clone troopers are still very much alive and about and in their prime, going up against fairly fresh stormtroopers. So that was pretty exciting too. Overall, I'm excited to see how this season is going to end. Unfortunately, I think we only have like 2 more episodes left, so it's going to be a doozy. Will it end with Ryloth and Hera and her family fighting against the Empire, or will it end with the Bad Batch trying to rescue Hunter? who knows? We'll just have to keep watching and see what happens. Well, guys, thanks for watching my episode review of Bad Batch. I hope you enjoyed this episode as much as I did. What did you think of it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and your opinions down below in the comments section. Have an awesome rest of your weekend if I don't see you, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more Star Wars videos like this one. Have a good one, everybody. Stay cool and safe out there, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.